Okay, today is June 26th, 2021. Okay, current physique update, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is week 24 of my fitness update or transformation. Looks like I'm down to 264.8 pounds, which is a new low weight for me in this journey. That puts me down 3.8 pounds from last week and slightly below where I was 2 weeks ago, which I was like 265, I think, 0.4. So anyway, progress is happening and I'm happy with that. This week, pretty much everything went well. I did my eye of round cut as steaks sous vide for 24 hours at 131 degrees. That turned out to be kind of dry. I mean, it was moist, but there's no fat, so there's like, it still like has that dry texture, kind of like similar to how the burgers do. And I compensate by like mustard, ketchup, well, the no sugar added ketchup. And so I kind of started doing the same thing with the steaks. By the end of the week, I'm looking at sugar-free steak sauces and stuff like that. So I am gonna try to do like some beef consomme for the next batch. I still have quite a bit from last week. I think I still have enough for probably 2 days of eating on Monday and Tuesday. So I'll see how far I get into next week with the food that I currently have on hand. But the next batch of eye of round steaks, I'm gonna throw like some beef consomme in the bag and marinate them for like maybe 24 hours prior to cooking, just to see if that adds more beef flavor. To be honest, even the flavor of it just doesn't have like a beefiness or a richness to it that makes it all that appealing to eat. It's pretty bland, to be quite honest. So for the most part this week, I stuck to 2 pounds of eye of round, or somewhere close to that. If I couldn't get 2 pounds exactly, I would add in like shrimp, which shrimp's an easy, like low fat, like 0 fat, more or less, protein source. So like for instance, I would have like say like 28 ounces of steak, and then I would do like 6 whole eggs and like 8 ounces of shrimp or something like that to get to my macro goal, which is still remaining the same, 250 grams of protein, 50 grams of fat, and 5 grams of carbohydrate. So that's been the ongoing macro goal. It's going to remain the same for right now because it puts me out somewhere around 1,600 calories a day. And I think that's as big a deficit as I want or need. So the diet's going to remain the same. I did have one screw up this week. Wednesday, I had one of those big giant garden salads again. I ultimately pay for stuff like that. I get really bloated. I still feel bloated from Wednesday, and it's now Saturday morning. Or I shouldn't say bloated, but I feel still like digestively not back to normal. And that's kind of why I gave up eating a bunch of vegetables. I'm not anti-vegetables. I just feel like they don't sit well with me. They haven't like ever sat well with me. So that's why I eliminate them. And I think I get better nutrition and I feel better just eating meat. On the weekends, however, you guys know I do my free day of eating, which is more or less for the longest time now turned into like an entire weekend of eating. And as much as I say I'd like to get that together, what's the best thing I've come to at this point is just moderating my weekends, so that way I'm not like eating and drinking as much garbage as I can on one day. So I kind of spread it out, if that makes any sense. So Saturday and Sunday have kind of been whatever I want in reasonable amounts. As far as workouts go this week, everything went pretty well. I did resistance band training 4 days out of the week. I walked 4 or 5 days out of the week. There was one day that we had bad weather. I only got 1 lap in, so I ended up doing 5 the next day. So I don't know if that was a good idea, bad idea, but try to make up for some of it. Anyway, I'm going to keep doing as much activity as possible. I'm doing resistance band training for like my weightlifting. I'm not going to a gym, doing everything at home. Eventually I'd like to get a home gym. I have a couple of rooms here in the basement that are used for other purposes that could be repurposed for a home gym. Just need a little money to do it. So yeah, everything else as far as exercise and training goes is same moving forward. I'm trying to do 3.3 miles, which is three laps around my block every day. And I'm also trying to get my resistance band training in, which only takes me about like 20 minutes. So it's not that hard to get in. It's just a matter of I do that first thing in the morning. So if I'm not getting adequate sleep, which this week's been kind of horrible for sleep for me, my daughter's in this I want to sleep in your bed stage of her life. So as a result, my sleep quality suffers from that. So it does make it a little more difficult to get up and be motivated. Other than that, guys, there's really no new updates. I'm excited with the progress. I think from here on out, hopefully I can try to maintain my weight, not have these, mess ups where like I come in 4 pounds heavier than the last week, and then it takes me 2 weeks to start seeing real progress again. I'd love to say that by next week I'll be in the 250s, but realistically, I'll be happy if I just get closer to 260. I know this week my goal was to get to like 261 or 2. I missed that mark, but it's really hard to just guesstimate where you're going to end up, especially with the kind of diet that I'm doing. Electrolytes play a huge role in fluid retention, and that makes it really hard because like I'll retain a ton of water from the weekend and I lose it, and then I might do like that big salad, and then I start that process all over again of trying to drop the water weight from the carbs. So ultimately at the end of the day, as long as I keep seeing positive changes, like I can tell, like I feel like I'm growing and I'm also losing fat, I think simultaneously, so that the overall progress is going to be maybe not as drastic as like at the beginning of the diet, when I was losing like 5-7 pounds a week, But anyway, guys, stay tuned to next week. We're getting near the 6-month mark. So this is week 20, 24. So week 24, and so week 26 would mark like 6 months more or less. So kind of excited for that. Excited that I've been able to maintain some sort of lifestyle or close to it for this length of time. Gives me hope that I can make this a long-term lifestyle change and reap the benefits of it. So yeah, that's all I got for you this week, guys. If you liked the video, please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned till next week. Take care.